we are told that this is we just have another hurdle to cross, then we can get approval from the executive board, then we can get the 3 billion. But we don't know when this hurdle will be crossed. But from now till the time we get a full program running, do you know if there will be some reliefs for Ghanaians?
Aisha, to start with, I've always said that a journey of 100 miles begins with a step. Today, the Republic of Ghana has made the first step. It's indeed commendable, but it is not worth celebrating. I say this because the heavy liftings have just begun. It is now time for the people of Ghana, particularly the public, the government, to start taking action. It's not about talk anymore. The ball is in their court for government to take a decision. And you could see in the statement that was read, and if you look at the paragraph that talks about the support, and it's clear, it says that to support the objective of restoring public debt sustainability, the Ghanaian authorities have announced a comprehensive debt restructuring. Sufficient assurance and progress on this front will be needed before the program will be needed before the proposed fund-supported program can be presented to the IMF Executive Board for approval. This is on the IMF website. This simply means that until government makes sufficient progress in the debt restructuring effort, they will not be able to go to the Executive Board. And it is only until that time that obviously you can get financing or the program can actually start. And that is why I said that it is too early for us to start the celebrations. What this again means is that government will have to deepen its effort in ensuring that in the coming days, Ghana will be able to achieve some form of consensus on its debt restructuring. But unfortunately, as we are all aware, government effort has backfired. It has backfired because of government approach in dealing with the domestic debt restructuring. We are seeing a wholesale rejection of government domestic debt exchange. They have also announced that they are going to go ahead and obviously restructure the external debt. In fact, if you are to read the literature that we are seeing, one key word that runs through is comprehensive debt restructuring. So the restructuring effort we are talking about can never be wishy-washy, cannot be a Mickey Mouse form of debt restructuring. It should be comprehensive. So that will mean you have to do domestic debt restructuring, external or foreign bond restructuring, and where possible, you may have to tackle even the bilateral debt as well in a form of probably common framework or Paris Club, can bring them together and do some form of debt restructuring. From now to the time the agreement will be reached on the debt restructuring front, it's a lot of work. You will need everybody on board. You will need everyone to agree that that is the only way we need to go. But you see, the most important bit is for government to signal that they are ready to also take part of the burden. But I'm seeing a government that is shifting all the burden to creditors and the taxpayer. I'm not seeing government trying to say that I'm also going to take part of the burden by reducing expenditure and live within my means. They are still running fiscal deficit at an alarming rate. The previous budget, if you are to compare the 2022 appropriations to 2023 appropriations that they are asking for, you are seeing 82 billion additional expenditure in nominal terms. If you look at it even in real terms, the expenditure is growing at an alarming rate. The key question is, when will government take a bold decision to cut expenditure, particularly at the governmental level? Unfortunately, we are not seeing it. But Aisha, to be very concise with the question that you asked me, I can see some form of stability going to come. But that stability will certainly be in the short term. because now everybody is going to look at something we call wait and see in the next couple of weeks. So if the wait and see does not materialize, things can get worse. And that is why the government should not just be complacent and start enjoying. The party must stop. What they should do is that they should channel their effort into action. They should act, because this stability will not last long. It will last maximum for 2-3 weeks. If by close of Friday, the debt restructuring effort becomes, the domestic one fails completely, if care is not taken, the small stability we are seeing will be short-lived and it will get bad.